it just got a whole hell of a lot harder to make money sports betting. The big beautiful tax bill was introduced and now passed, a really important update to the tax laws and regulations around betting in general, but specifically we're going to talk about sports betting. This update is that you can now only deduct 90% of your losses from your winnings. What does this mean? It means if you bet $100,000 and you lose $100,000, before you were able to just pay zero taxes because you were $0 in net profits. Now, if you bet $100,000, you lose $100,000, you can only write off $90,000, meaning you owe taxes now on $10,000 of negative earnings. This is a major headwind when it comes to sports betting. Now, when it comes to professionals, this headwind is really mostly going to be on more taxes of their winnings, which sucks. It makes it even harder to be profitable long term because now you have a pseudo extra hold you have to overcome, but it's likely that professionals will still be able to win. When it comes to recreational bettors, however, you now are going to be owing taxes on net losses. This is a huge deal. Again, if you bet $100,000 and you lose $100,000, you now owe taxes on $10,000. Not to mention when we think about all of the other states that are also updating their taxes and the books are passing that on to you. Illinois, for example, you now have to overcome the books hold 2.5%. If you're betting parlays, that's 8%. You now have to overcome bigger holds because the books are passing on state increases to those taxes. And now the federal government wants their pound of flesh. They want their 10% of losses. That is huge. So I'm really curious, is there an amount here where sports betting becomes not worth it? It's not fun. I don't want to be paying taxes on negative $10,000. That's insanity. That really takes the fun away from this as a recreational bettor. On the professional side, again, I'm really starting to do the math on, wow, okay, as a self-employed tax, they were already high. I have to basically add another 10% to that. At what point is the IRS, is the government trying to tell us they actually do not want us to bet? This is the tax code is an incentive code. It is trying to put rules and regulations to incentivize the people to do certain things. And this is clear that they do not want us to be betting. But let me know in the comments, is this going to alter your betting? Is this going to cut the number of bets you make? Is this going to try and make people get more sharp? Is this going to wake people up and say, man, I gotta figure out how to be a net winner, so at least I'm paying taxes on profit and not on losses? Because that to me seems really a big deterrent for wanting to bet. But I'm really curious what your guys' opinion on this is, and as always, good luck.